This horse holds the natural secret for any guy to have a big and potent dick with hard erections for at least 40 minutes. See? But it wasn't always like this. This animal went through a real transformation in terms of erection and size. Well, the same thing can happen with your dick. And do you know why I know this? Because today this secret is the main reason for the success of male escorts who last 3, 4, 5 hours in bed without going soft and make their clients come back every week. And what I can guarantee you is that this has nothing to do with pills or pumps. Otherwise, these professionals would already be dead from overdose. But Terry will explain this secret commonly used in these animals with potent erections, which has now become famous among sex professionals. So pay close attention, because in a few moments you will discover the surprising villain behind erectile dysfunction. How what they promise to be your salvation may actually be sabotaging your sexual performance. Know which region of the piece is ignored by doctors that is hindering any ED treatment from taking effect. And finally, learn how a horse's diet hides the master key to unlocking explosive orgasms and leaving any woman begging for more and submissive to you.
I'm Terry. I was the owner of a male brothel. And what I'm going to show you now is a trick I used so that the male escorts could work for several hours in a row. As you can imagine, maintaining hard erections and having a length and width larger than 99% of the population was essential. After all, this would be their big differential.
And that's why my male brothel was so successful in the city. The guys became so famous that even young girls and hot models started to attend. All the women left the rooms with a smile from ear to ear, and so I was sure they were doing a great job. I even had to install soundproofing so that the moans wouldn't reach the outside area.
And the most curious thing, this is the power of this 100% natural secret that farm owners use for breeding horses.
And that's what sustains the horse selling market. The more offspring a horse has, the more profit it will generate for the farmer. That's why I decided to call this natural trick horse cock, because in addition to a 50 centimeters cock, they are potent during sex. But of course, not everyone was born with all this performance. In the selection of professionals who worked with me, size or performance in bed didn't matter. The reason for this?
Well, I had the secret in my hands to improve their performance by up to 418% and leave them with the tool size that women like.
The trick was similar to setting up a compact camping tent, which once opened reveals a much larger size than expected, because when it's open, it has much more rigidity and stays up for as long as you need. A survey by the Journal of Sexual Medicine,
conducted with about 1,000 women from the USA, proved that for them to achieve the famous squirting, a relationship of at least 30 minutes is necessary.
So imagine her squirting on you, your dick completely wet,
while she moans and feels multiple orgasms.
Well, before revealing the horse dick method, I need to tell you something. Anna was living one of those moments that we only understand when we get there. Married for over 10 years, nothing seemed to be like before, not even the pleasure in bed with her husband. She and her husband had turned into two strangers living under the same roof, just sharing the same last name. The intimacy between them, which used to be on fire, now barely warmed up, and this is a small member destroying yet another marriage. It was in this search for something to put out her fire that Anna heard about the Golden Nightclub. She was told that at the club, in addition to a beautiful environment, Harry worked there, a man who knew exactly how to bring back the heat and excitement that Anna hadn't felt in a long time. It was said that Harry was an above-average guy with a special gift, able to awaken deep sensations. Harry had the greatest performance that I at least have ever seen. In all the women who went through him, I didn't hear even once that he didn't have a rigid erection the entire time of the job. And besides all that, nicknamed Super Dotado, super gifted, with one of the biggest members in the house, what drew attention was his performance and the moans he drew from women. Something inside Anna awakened upon hearing this story. It was a mix of curiosity and a thirst for something more, something she knew she wouldn't find at home. With her heart in her mouth, Anna entered the club, firm in her purpose of setting up that encounter. Deep down, Anna knew that would be a point of no return. It would be her first betrayal, but somehow, deep inside, that seemed to open doors to everything she always wanted and didn't have the courage to admit. Anna then made the reservation and spent the following days experiencing a mix of emotions, dreaming and planning crazy things and new experiences. Despite her age, upon seeing Harry, Anna could feel butterflies in her stomach. It was as if it were the first time, something she definitely hadn't experienced in 10 years, and she thought, this is what I needed. The Golden Nightclub would be too small for the desire Anna was feeling that day. Harry was everything she imagined and more, with a very special and seductive way. He took Anna on a journey of self-discovery and pleasure.
In his arms, she found what she was secretly looking for, the chance to break free from all the ties, to throw herself into an adventure she had only dreamed of until then, and fulfill all her fantasies. Each moan, each deep and strong penetration, revealed her true desires, showing her real nature.
It went on for hours, and without resting, after moans and multiple orgasms, Anna asked for a break. Harry was still there, ready, but satisfied. She grabbed her things and left the club with the semblance of a different person. At that moment, she was sure that what she had done was not a betrayal to her husband, but rather the revelation of something much bigger that she didn't even know was possible.
The most impressive thing is that this confirms that our secret, or horsecock, not only transformed the sex life of the guys who worked at the club, but also that of the women who had the desire to explore a dormant intimacy.
And the end of this story I'll tell you more about later. Well, what many ask is, how did I learn about this horsecock trick? This is a story I really like because it involves the near failure of the Golden nightclub and how crucial it all was to my discovery. When I selected the guys, I was faced with the need to maintain their erection and energy for hours.
So I tested the famous blue pills.
But, as expected, they carried a ton of side effects. And in less than a month, one of the guys had to be rushed to the ICU with the onset of a heart attack. Although everything turned out fine, thank God, I decided to abort the idea of the pills.
I moved on to vacuum pumps, which soon started leaving ugly bruises on the guys' bodies.
Now at this point, you're probably thinking about hormone therapies, right? Well, as for hormone therapies, besides being extremely harmful to the liver and cardiovascular system, no one wanted to have to inject needles into their body frequently. I was doing everything I could to find a solution, but none seemed to work. The boys' workload was very high. They needed to please the clients, and I needed to make money. While I was tirelessly searching for safe and effective alternatives, I came across a fascinating study from the University of Washington. What initially caught my attention was the main theme of the study. It detailed the sex life of horses and other large animals, highlighting how the performance of horses stands out thanks to specific techniques and approaches adopted by farmers.
But what really surprised me was seeing a very familiar name among the authors of the study, Richard Spencer, a childhood friend.
This moment was like a light at the end of the tunnel. With my mind buzzing with possibilities, I realized that this could be my chance to explore a new approach to an old but persistent problem. Full of expectation and driven by a combination of necessity and curiosity, I decided it was time to rekindle ties with Richard. I wanted to understand what I could learn from that technique, especially from horses, what the farmers' approaches were like, and who knows, maybe turn my guys into a quarter horse. With that hope, I took the initiative to get in touch with Richard. In the expectation of changing my game, I sent a message on Facebook and talked to about 5 colleagues until I got his number. It wasn't easy. After all, he was a childhood friend I hadn't talked to in a long time. Richard's passion for thoroughbred horses led to a fascinating discovery about how certain techniques can influence the size and potency of these majestic animals.
And that's when he revealed to me that he was on the verge of applying his knowledge about horse reproduction to solve one of the oldest dilemmas, the search for a long-lasting erection and an effective and safe penile enlargement, but in humans.
I could hardly believe it, and the next few days were decisive. I spent sleepless nights absorbing every piece of information, every anatomical chart from clinical trials and studies he sent me. With each new data point, the possibility became more real. We were on the verge of applying this ancient technique, adapted for humans, to completely transform the sexual experience. The technique, originating from an ancient ritual and perfected by centuries of practice on horses, involved a set of components and, of course, a secret that few farmers dared to share. That was it. The holy grail of penis enlargement was in my hands. It didn't take long for the news to spread. Once the method was applied, my club, Golden Nightclub, became a phenomenon. The men under my tutelage were transformed. Women and men were equally fascinated, intrigued by the promise of an experience beyond imagination. Every guy who went through our special program showed impressive results. It wasn't just the additional 40 minutes of a potent erection that counted, but the renewed confidence, the sparkle in their eyes. Besides being the only natural way to gain a few extra inches, and being able to recover to have sex 2, 3, or 4 more times per night, they knew they had something unique, a means that set them apart in the world of sexual satisfaction. This secret, this technique adapted from horses to men, was not only the backbone of the club's success. It was a testament to what is possible when science meets the needs of humanity. As the results became visible and the transformation of the guys solidified, the reactions of the women began to transcend any initial expectations. The women who frequented the Golden Night Club were not only satisfied, they were delighted, amazed at the ability of our guys to make them achieve squirting in multiple orgasms. The conversations in the locker rooms and the laughter shared over glasses of champagne on club nights began to revolve around the new reality we had created. Did you see how long the new guy lasts? It's unbelievable. Or it stays hard all the time, it seems like it will never go soft, became common phrases whispered with surprise and satisfaction.
They were, for the first time, experiencing the kind of pleasure that until then only existed in the imagination, in the dirtiest fantasies.
This wave of positive feedback was not limited to our walls. The reputation of the Golden Nightclub grew, attracting attention, and we became the most famous in the region. And curiosity about our secret also grew.
That's when I understood the importance of expanding this solution beyond the walls of my house. That's why I want to share this secret with guys like you. But before that, let me explain how an erection actually works. Without getting too deep into technical terms, let's call this brief explanation Erection 101.
The penis contains two chambers, known as the corpora cavernosa, which are filled with a maze of blood vessels. When these vessels relax and open, blood is pumped in, which is retained under pressure to generate an erection. Understanding this is crucial, as it is the basis for comprehending erectile dysfunction, where the blood vessels do not relax properly, preventing the blood flow necessary for an erection. ED medications such as tadalafil, Viagra, among others, although popular, introduce chemicals that can accumulate and obstruct blood vessels, forming toxic clots and thus contributing to the problem rather than solving it. So I ask you, how much of these medications have you used in the last few months?
More than 87% of men who use these medications have some type of serious complication. Some cases can even lead to death.
These cases range from priapism, which is a painful erection that lasts more than 4 hours and can cause permanent damage to the penis, even a circulatory shock from contracting severe hypotension, and of course the most feared, heart attack and stroke. Because these medications directly affect the body's blood pressure, inhibit an important enzyme in the body which is PDE5, which occasionally impairs blood flow and nerve function, among other various side effects. Faced with these limitations, I sought inspiration in what my friend had mentioned. The breeding of purebred horses unveiled ancient practices that improve the potency and vitality of these animals in a natural way. These techniques involve the administration of concentrated compounds that, together, reinforce the vigor of horses, including in the reproductive aspect, without obstructing their vascular systems, as ED medications do to humans. Not to mention that it is a solution up to 5x stronger than traditional erectile dysfunction medications, but without any side effects, as it is 100% natural and does not cause obstruction of the vessels.
Just think about it. A horse weighs an average of 400 kilograms, about 5x more than a normal man. If the techniques for erection in an animal this size are used in men, and completely without side effects because it is natural, it is as if a man had taken a Viagra 5x more potent.
Now, on the contrary, have you ever imagined giving Viagra to a horse? He'll probably think it's a Skittles candy. It won't make any difference to a horse. It was then, based on all the techniques used to increase the potency of horses, that the solution was born to this problem that ruins the sex life of thousands of men every damn day. This approach involved the ingestion of specific natural compounds, concentrated in a way to maximize blood vessel health and eliminate obstructions, without the need to resort to synthetic solutions and become dependent on these pills. All Richard and I needed to do was study each compound used in horses and find something similar with the same active ingredients to arrive at a solution for humans. One of the active ingredients we analyzed is organic silicon. Well, organic silicon is nothing more than an active ingredient found in the horsetail plant and barley, where in the technique used in horses, they are forced to eat dozens of kilos of barley and horsetail per day. But with some laboratory analysis, we saw that if we took a concentrated extract of bamboo and an extract of horsetail itself, we could get the same active ingredient in high doses, suitable for men, without forcing any guy to eat kilos and kilos of plant and barley daily. And the function of organic silicon is to act as a cleaning agent, while relaxing blood vessels and increasing blood flow. Because to ensure a strong and lasting erection of at least 40 minutes, it is necessary to eliminate toxic obstructions. With the concentration of this active in hand, Richard decided to potentiate the formula under development.
As a scientist at the University of Washington, he knew of another active that promised to increase any guy's penis by 3 to 4 inches.
And this active is the Aurora Vital Serum. The science behind Aurora Vital Serum is based on its ability to promote deep hydration and filling of tissues. When used, this compound not only benefits the skin in terms of elasticity and hydration, but also shows potential to impact other tissues, including penile tissue. The key to this process lies in the ability of Aurora Vital Serum to absorb and retain large amounts of water, significantly contributing contributing to tissue volume and health. The principle is simple yet revolutionary. By consuming Aurora Vital Serum, the compound is expected to circulate through the body and exert its filling effect where needed, including the penis.
This shows a new and efficient approach to penile enlargement, favoring safety and simplicity.
Instead of surgical procedures or direct injections, which carry risks and require recovery periods, and without spending thousands of dollars on these procedures. To close the formula with a golden key, we also added ivory protein. Ivory protein plays a crucial role in supporting tissues throughout the body, including penile tissue. Furthermore, recent research points to its positive influence on testosterone production, a fundamental hormone for male sexual health. Testosterone is the hormone responsible for a series of vital functions in the male body, including the regulation of libido, erectile function, and muscle mass increase. High levels of testosterone are directly related to increased sexual desire and the ability to maintain harder and longer-lasting erections, providing a more satisfying sexual experience. By incorporating ivory protein into our formula, we seek not only to potentiate the penile enlargement effect provided by Aurora Vital Serum, but also to offer a boost in testosterone production. This means that, in addition to a visible increase in size, men can experience a significant revitalization in their sexual performance, including high libido and hard, long-lasting erections.
It's as if you return to puberty and reestablish the rigidity of a 20-year-old.
The promise is clear. By adopting this doubly effective approach, which combines the effects of Aurora Vital Serum and ivory protein, men of all ages can enjoy benefits that go beyond penile enlargement, solving ED. We are also talking about an overall improvement in sexual health, which translates into greater confidence and well-being. All this without the need to resort to invasive and expensive treatments. Finally, we had the formula in hand. A formula that was a lethal weapon for toxic obstructions of the penis, in addition to promoting an increase of 3 to 4 inches and boosting libido.
So, as you already know, at that moment, I decided to choose some boys from the club and test the formula on them.
I did the controlled test, resulting in remarkable improvements in just a few days. Ryan, for example, reported a 4-inch increase in size, and in terms of libido, he couldn't see a woman without his dick getting hard as a rock, a change that everyone in the group began to experience, including Harry and Peter, who started having powerful erections lasting over 50 minutes.
I've never seen my dick like this before. I'm a different man in bed. It's not just them who were impressed, I am too. I never imagined I could have such a thick and strong organ capable of performing for hours. I've started making more money from the shows as I can cater to more women in a day. I have a new life. I'm feeling like the stud I've always wanted to be among them.
These transformations generated a demand for the guy's services, which greatly increased the reputation of the Golden Nightclub. Harry, for example, became a legend among clients, with a fully booked reservation schedule weeks ahead. The demand for services skyrocketed, with clients specifically seeking the deep experience that only the professionals at the Golden Nightclub could offer. Observing the extraordinary results, I knew I had something in my hands that went far beyond a simple performance enhancement. I had a formula that could change lives, making guys achieve rock-hard erections and even save marriages. Proven by countless success stories within my nightclub, my formula promised to be the next big breakthrough in male sexual health and well-being. It was living evidence of a palpable and transformative reality, the right path for men to achieve the famous horse cock. So, after Richard and I contacted several laboratories, we found a way to make this formula available to the public.
And that's when what we named Alpha Bites. Each selected part was designed to remove toxic obstruction and promote a rigid erection for at least 40 minutes in a 100% natural way, and even generate an increase of 3 to 4 inches for life.
In addition, the mixture of these natural elements decreases stress and anxiety, making you feel more powerful, cheerful, and healthy, with a notable improvement in mental concentration, memory, and cognitive capacity. As an additional bonus, these ingredients form a natural protection around the blood vessels of your penis, shielding it against future toxins and protecting you from toxic obstruction. These detoxifying methods are also capable of purifying your system, eliminating even bad cholesterol. You will notice an improvement in sleep. We are unaware of any other technique that competes with the effectiveness of this solution for erection and penis enlargement.
In addition, manufactured in the USA and FDA-approved and GMP-certified facilities under rigorous and precise standards.
Are not made from GMOs and are therefore safe. And even better, because they do not contain stimulants or dangerous toxins, they do not cause addiction. Instead, they will give you the gift of violent erections on demand. Your body will be completely revitalized in just a few weeks.
Now you must be wondering how you can use.
Having access to this secret is an immense privilege. Since its conception, we have dedicated obsessive attention to quality, seeking natural ingredients globally globally. This makes highly coveted solution. Moreover, due to the exclusivity of this formula, we can only share it in limited quantities, given the difficulty in finding and using high-quality ingredients.
Those who have experienced the transformation promoted
So amazed that the news spread like wildfire, drastically reducing our stocks. But if you are watching this video, it means that we still have a few bottles available and your chance is reserved. However, if you leave this page, we cannot guarantee availability when you decide to come back. Due to the careful selection of assets and superior quality ingredients,
preparing a new set can take 3 to 6 months. As for use, it is surprisingly simple.
the trick used in horse feeding, which involves the ingestion of specific natural ingredients, will provide the nutrients and energy needed to eliminate impurities and toxins that obstruct your blood vessels and the functioning of your system. The result? Rock-hard erections like never before, and an effective stimulus for penile growth, ensuring impressive results naturally and safely. It is assured that your penis will grow at least 2.7 inches, but that would be worthless if your erections didn't last, or if you were constantly exposed to infections and other serious and painful conditions due to toxin contamination.
Therefore, this process will be reversed,
Cleaning impurities and sealing your system so that it no longer suffers from toxin infestations. Visible improvements, such as penis enlargement, will come quickly, but internal improvements may require more time to fully heal. Therefore, after analyzing the results of more than 22,931 men, I want to show you exactly how to achieve the best results. It is crucial not to make mistakes in this process. Start using the recommended ingredients for at least 30 days. Within a week, you will begin to notice the changes.
revitalizing energy will have started its detoxification and regeneration process,
marking the inches and gradual improvement in libido. Studies emphasize the importance of harmony with the body for the complete cleansing of toxins from the entire reproductive system. Therefore, unlike pharmaceutical products that often work against the body and accumulate toxins in the blood vessels,
aligns with your natural functioning.
although the first effects are quickly noticeable, we recommend continuing the treatment for an additional period of 2 months after the initial 30 days to achieve the restoration and stabilization process of the cavernous body.
After completing 3 months of continuous use,
A deep cellular regeneration is achieved, solidifying all improvements in sexual vitality as permanent.
this process ensures strong and long-lasting erections for much longer.
However, it is the testimonies of individuals who followed the program for a full 6 months
That highlight 123% more impressive results compared to those who use 30 days.
They not only experienced a revitalized sex life with a penis of at least 8 inches and significantly greater potency in terms of firmness and rigidity, lasting at least 40 minutes, but also noticed an improvement in reasoning speed and mental clarity and felt more energy throughout the day. Furthermore, medical exams performed showed that after 6 months, none of the participants continued to face erection problems.
Has helped the body naturally produce means of combating and strengthening the system.
Everyone was able to maintain an erection for more than 30 minutes on average, with multiple ejaculations, and had a minimum increase of 43% in size since the beginning of the treatment. Everyone feels safe, knowing that they will never again disappoint their partners with their smaller or flaccid penises, regardless of age.
This is the revolutionary power of Alpha Bites, the perfect fusion of nature and science to unlock the apex of male sexual vitality.
To be more specific, it's difficult to precisely measure the degree of damage caused individually by the accumulation of toxins over the years. This varies greatly according to your health history, use of ED medications, and lifestyle. Therefore, to ensure permanent results, regardless of your age,
A 6-month period is all you need.
this will not only be more economical, but will also guarantee long-lasting results. This period should be enough to completely renew the arterial tissues, neutralize 100% of the toxins throughout your body, and ensure that the benefits of your rejuvenated sex life remain as if you return to your puberty.
I love hearing stories like these. They prove that our method works for all types of men, regardless of age or severity of their conditions. All this with the daily use of our ingredients. Therefore, I can confidently state that this is by far the best solution to obtain a real horse cock. Nothing compares. Yes, you could consult a doctor, undergo risky procedures, or continue relying on prescription drugs, spending a significant amount of money just to control the symptoms. But why not consider a different approach? First, a 100% natural approach that could significantly improve your condition without causing discomfort or emptying your bank account. Besides being an approach up to 5x more potent than Viagra, an approach that treats the root cause of the problem. As for other alternative healing methods, such as herbal teas, penis pumps, and fraudulent supplements, they simply don't have the strength to fight serious diseases like erectile dysfunction.
can start seeing results from the first week. Moreover, you don't have to worry about annoying side effects or long-term health problems. By now, you've realized that the magnitude and effectiveness of this natural method involves rivers of money spent on research and studies, in addition to a team of experts to produce the best solution ever seen. So, after trying to partner with 5 laboratories for production, they all suggested adding synthetic products and a price $197 per bottle. We refused all of them because we don't want to profit from your pain. We want to help you with a natural and safe solution. That's why we found an independent laboratory here in the United States with the same quality and integrity standards as ours to produce this solution. We refuse to charge $197 per bottle, even though we know it would be a fair price for the power and effectiveness of transforming men's lives. And today we have a special offer for you. But answer me a few questions.
How much would you pay to make your partner's eyes roll back and look at you like a strong and girl man?
To hear sincere moans and feel that you are reaching the depths with your tool. To last long enough to bring your partner to multiple orgasms in a row without having to compensate with your fingers or tongue. To not have to make love in the dark, ashamed of the size of your penis, or simply feel insufficient and less of a man for having a smaller member. Answer honestly. How much would you pay to have a respectable penis that lasts long enough to achieve female squirting and generate multiple orgasms, leaving them completely drenched? Imagine having the necessary size to reach the deepest and most pleasurable zone of a woman.
That's why we decided to offer this opportunity practically without profit.
$79 for the treatment. But beware, this promotion is only valid while our limited stocks last, which represents a discount of more than $108. But if you are determined to make your dick grow and keep it firm and thick for a solid erection for at least 30 minutes, I have an even better offer for you. So, just today, I'm offering an exclusive discount, 3 months treatment for only $69 each with free shipping. I will never forget the embarrassment and pain I felt for Anna's husband when I heard her excitedly telling about the day he was cheated on for not being enough in bed for her. So if you decide to take advantage of all the benefits, choose to buy 6 treatments, I will offer the biggest discount available. Each treatment will cost only $49, also with free shipping. Yes, you will have the biggest discount in history and guaranteed for 6 months. But remember, this unique opportunity I'm offering won't be available for long. It remains available only while you watch this video. If you close this page, you won't be able to buy with our special discount, but there is a reason why our customers choose the 6 treatment package. After choosing the 6 treatment package in just 4 months, you will get hard and potent erections for 30, 40, 50 minutes and get rid of erectile dysfunction, and you can even add 3 to 4 inches to the size of your penis. So don't waste any more time and check out our available options by clicking the button below. As soon as you click that button, you will be directed to our page where you can select your package, and then you will be redirected to our 100% secure and encrypted payment page. It takes less than a minute to fill in your payment information.
As soon as your order is confirmed, we will send a discreet package directly to your door.
We promise that no one will know what's inside. So go ahead and click the button below, select your package while it's still available. This may seem a bit surprising to you, which is understandable.
But my partner Richard and I have put everything we have into this program to ensure you get results.
Yes, we guarantee the results. Therefore, I am making a commitment that your penis will be able to maintain an erection for tens and tens of minutes, making your partner reach multiple orgasms, and it will also grow 2, 3, maybe even 4 inches.
If that doesn't happen,
or if you simply find it's not for you,
contact our support team and we will refund 100% of your investment.
If your erections don't become harder and bigger and there is no change in the size and thickness of your penis, we will refund 100% of your money on the spot. Let me explain it better to you. By purchasing, you have a 100% money-back guarantee within 24 hours, and we will return every penny of your money invested in this program. Seriously, don't delay, because this is the 3rd time I've put this video online again, and they keep finding ways to take it down. If you're still here, don't hesitate. Next time you come back, it may no longer be available, and you'll say goodbye to this solution, especially considering how quickly it's running out. At this point, there are 2 paths you can take. The first is the most dangerous. You can close this page and give up on the greatest opportunity of your life. Tomorrow you will wake up and everything will be as it always has been. The shame, the humiliation, the anxiety, the sad stories, the gossip, the endless pain will never go away. You will still feel and secure when going out on a date, and even if you manage to take someone to bed, you will experience embarrassing and humiliating moments. Every time you pee in a public bathroom, you will feel inferior next to that guy with a big dick. Your sex life will continue to be limited to those monotonous masturbations, not to mention that if you choose this path, your partner will be one step closer to cheating on you with someone who has a huge horse cock, ready to satisfy her wildest desires.
Can you imagine that scene?
Better not, because you have a second path to follow. The right path you've been looking for all your life. The path that will bring happiness and peace of mind to your life. A life where you feel comfortable with your body for having a monstrous and impressive horse cock that gets the job done in bed. This path is where you find security, knowing that you will be able to drive your partner crazy in bed and make her beg for more. Imagine hearing her moan and scream in your ears, asking you to make love to her more and more. That's something really worth it. So take a good look at the button in front of you and think about everything it represents for your life. Think about the kind of man you will be if you make the decision now and unlock the most intense sex life you've ever experienced. I guarantee this is the smartest decision you will make in your life. Thank you for being here, and I hope you order at least 3 while there's still time. Your friend, Terry.